Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to my channel. My dude has just waken up this morning having a cup of coffee just like me, even though it's like 11 o'clock in the afternoon. In the morning, I mean. Coffee keeps the channel rolling. Yeah, so we are here at a standstill. I have just started a new mission. We have a bunch of things to deliver from all over the place. So the first thing we're going to do is hop into our truck, the Navistar, because he's down here already. And this mission requires a steel beam. And we also want to get this trailer sold. So I am going to use one of the two steel beams on this truck, trailer, whatever it's called. And then sell the trailer off. We'll get rid of the other steel beams. There's steel beams all over this map. I got another trailer in the middle of nowhere that has it that we're going to have to recover at some point. This shouldn't be too bad of a haul. Attach the winch. No, but I don't want to attach the winch. I want to attach the trailer. We're going to be taking this trailer all the way to the bottom of the quarry. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to meet up with our BM17 at the farm, transfer one of these metal planks, whatever they call them. They're calling them metal planks. I don't necessarily agree with that philosophy. It's more of a metal girder. We're going to take these metal girders over, and we're going to transfer one of them over to the BM17, and then the other one we're just going to get rid of, and we're going to sell this trailer. But because I don't want to, this would be a nightmare to try to get this down the quarry. I'm a little honestly scared about the BM17 being so top heavy that it may not make it down either, but we'll see. But anyway, our first goal is to get this out of the monkey pit and get it up to the farm where we can split it up or do whatever we need to do. Whatever we need to do. So I think we've had a fun couple missions with the Fleet Star or the Navistar and the BM17. Not sure what trucks we'll use in the next set, but pretty soon here we're going to be going to Michigan, which means that we're going to need to clean up this map, sell any unused trailers, and move on up to that next map. Going to Michigan, we're going to need a semi-trailer with a, what do you call this? Well, we're definitely going to be using our twin steer. We'll be buying one of those. I got one from the swamp earlier and sent it to the repair place to have them refurbish it. Is this where we turn? No, we need to go left. So they've refurbished it, and it is, I don't know if you saw it in the last episode, but it is sitting back at the shop. We're going to use that for the Lake Island map. It's a really well-suited truck for that map. Maybe some other maps, too, when we get to Alaska. Hopefully, once we get the lift kit for that, it'll be even better. But it's a pretty good truck. And then we're also going to be taking some trucks set up like this. Because you need to have a truck that has a... what do you call this? Fifth wheel. And the reason why is because, actually this would be the seventh wheel. The fifth wheel connector allows you to connect up to trailers, and there are several trailers of fuel around Lake Island. Lake Island has no facilities of its own. And I've never, to be honest with you, I've unlocked Drummond Lake, but I've never actually been to Drummond Lake to do any of the missions, so I have no idea what to expect there. Now that I'm home and busy recording, I haven't really had time to play ahead, so it'll be interesting to see how that works out. But Lake Island is pretty easy. I've done a lot of the missions on that map. Aside from the fact that there is no quickly accessible fuel, there's actually a lot of fuel on the map. You just have to spend a little time getting it to the place where it's near the road. Once that happens, it's a pretty flat, open map. I mean, there's not a lot of hills and not a lot of... there's bad mud that you have to deal with, but there's just not a lot of, hill climbing and tight rock areas. It's mostly flat bog. So that does help the map a little bit. I'll tell you what, this truck is a really strong puller. Any other truck would have struggled with this trailer. These trailers are hard to pull, and we got a fully loaded trailer here, and it's pulling right up the hill, so. But, yeah, so the Navistar is cool. Once again, hopefully you guys have left the comments and I haven't released that video yet. I've done 3 recordings today, 2 last night and 1 today. I'll be releasing the video where I asked the question about this truck. But if you have the Navistar, it is worth keeping and using for sure, especially if you're not into like hardcore mode. But even then, if you are, I mean, honestly, if you paid for it and they give it to you at the start, it's your truck. So a company, you know, when they start, they do have some trucks that they start with. This could be one of them. Especially for those first couple, you know, levels of gameplay where you have, you know, just no traction whatsoever. This truck works a lot better than some of the default trucks. I think it comes stock with all-wheel drive tires, but I don't, to be honest with you, I don't remember. I'll have to look. Maybe it doesn't. Maybe they're just standard road tires. Uh-oh. Now we're starting to get a little bit bogged. I'm trying to get up on this drier section. There we go. We got those rear wheels into the drier mud, into the dirt, and they're gripping now and helping us pull. I forget which one of my friends was yelling at me on YouTube telling me that, like, hey, Arthur, you need to pay more attention to what's going on the road, like, as far as what kind of the condition the road's in. He's like, dude, just drive to the left 3 inches and you'll be better off. And I'm like, yeah, you're right. So I'm trying to do a better job of paying attention to where the road is bad and where the road is good and keeping my wheels on the good portion. The hard part with this truck is because it's not, there is no differential lock, you have to have both sets of wheels on the dry surface, or you should anyway. Though it seems like it's got limited slip because the wheels are slipping on the right and they're in the mud, but my wheels that are currently on the left are still gripping. Usually what happens is the right wheels just spin. So... But anyway, this is a very capable truck, and I am appreciating it more and more as I go. I don't know if I'm a huge fan of the military camo. I wish there were some other paint jobs available for it, but they're all camo paint jobs. There's like a desert camo paint job. This is obviously a winter forest camo paint job. There's a all gray, like city digital camo paint job. I'll tell you what, this truck does look really mean in just black. So if you black the truck out, it looks pretty cool. Looks deadly. Let's see how we're doing here. I think we're pretty close to our farm fresh destination. Had to kick the brakes in there, sorry. Love the way they sound, though. That was pretty neat. Listen. Yeah, sweet. Oh, you know, we got to go through this little, whatever this is here first before we get there. We're doing okay on fuel. We might swing by the fuel truck there and pick a little bit of gas up. Or diesel. This truck doesn't run on gas. It runs on diesel. So I would say I haven't really used the lower gears with this truck, except for like on really steep hills, and even then I kind of forgot to put it into gear this time. So I'm going to say don't use the Snowrunner transmission on this truck because you're going to actually get worse fuel mileage. The highway transmission might work better for this truck. So wait a minute. Yep, that's going the right way. Okay. Making sure I'm not putting gas from the Navistar into the, you know, just got to double check. I mean, once again, low plus is a good gear for this truck. I don't know. It's hard to know what to keep. But it's the same here. It just stays in low. You can hear when I switch to low plus or automatic, it's still in low plus. So what does it freaking matter? Is it evening already? Jeepers criminy. I think it's just raining. I think we're in the afternoon. But it's just raining. Dude, we're going 35 miles an hour in the mud. Woohoo! 25. 15. Had a Dukes of Hazzard moment there. Just the good old boys. Never meaning no harm. Since the day they was born. Making their way the only way they know how. Well, that's just a little bit more than the law will allow. I used to be a tenor, but as I've gotten older and fatter, my voice has gotten a little bit deeper. I can sing bass now. All right, so anyway, I think maybe I'll be a country singer in a second life. My wife would love that. She loves country, but my kids hate it. All right, so we're going to put this into unpack mode. There we go, and I'm going to turn the truck off, put the parking brake on. We have now blocked the road, essentially, but we're going to change truck over to our Royale bowel movement. Once again, this is a truck that doesn't really seem to need... Though I was using low plus with it, and it did work well. So maybe this truck does stay with the Snowrunner transmission, but thankfully both these trucks have fairly large fuel tanks. All right, activate the anchors. Crane mode. This is going to be a challenge to get this on here. I might have to move up a little bit. As long as the crane length stays short, then it'll lift it. But if I get the crane length too long, it won't lift anymore. Like we're right on the edge. And thanks, gosh, I forget who gave me that hint really early on when I first started playing this game. They're like, dude, just keep the crane short. You can actually lift those. And he was a crane operator. He said things like, they never, on these smaller cranes, use the cable to lift the item. They use the arm. So don't, if you're lifting with the winch and you're like, hey, it's not pulling like this. Well, I'm going to show you. You can lower it with this, but you shouldn't. Most cranes don't have the power to lift. Now, I don't know if that's true for the big construction cranes like we have on the back of the truck, like where you put that big construction crane on. I think those can actually lift using the cable. But in general, they do use the boom to lift it, so... And here's a conundrum. To get it closer in, you have to raise it up. There we go. Once again, in real life, you'd tie this off and have guys pulling a little bit on it to keep it from rotating. But we don't have that, so we have to do everything by hand. It's a little bit unrealistic. Come on, get in there. Really? Pow. That was realistic. Okay, so let's go ahead and pack the cargo. And we're going to restore the crane. Dude, wake up. All right, so this is going to the quarry. So let's go ahead and get that done. Nope, reverse. And we're going to slowly pull out here. Sorry about your crop. Wow, that is a miserable crop of corn. These poor farmers. I ran over his crop. And so off we go to the quarry. Once again, this is one of my least favorite segments of road, though when you first get in the game, this is a nightmare. Now, obviously, later on in the game here where you're higher level and you have the trucks to do it, so once again, it's a philosophy argument. How do you play this game? Do you only use the trucks that they gave you and maybe buy new trucks, but you never sell a truck? That's the hardcore mode, sort of. Or do you, find a bunch of junk, these older trucks and sell them as quickly as possible, scout ahead and find other trucks hidden in the wilderness that are better. Like this truck came from Alaska, the first map of Alaska, actually, and it was free. And it's a much better truck than they give you to start with on any of the trucks. It's better than the White Western Star. So do you, except for here, the White Western Star does better in these kind of conditions. Do you scooch ahead and, you know, find all the upgrade parts and get leveled up by doing scouting, you know, and then come back and do the maps. And this version of the game that I've been playing, that's what I've done. I've scouted ahead a bit. I've collected parts for my trucks and gotten enough to get it to the point where I can actually play the game smoothly and not be struggling the whole time. Now, in the hardcore mode that we've been playing, I've been working hard to stay on the same map, use the trucks that I'm given, and just kind of try to work my way through the levels to make the trucks more playable. But I'll tell you what, it is a lot more frustrating to play that way. But it is fun, too. It's more of a challenge. So I don't know, personally, what your quote-unquote best way is to do this. It really is up to the individual and how they want to play. Or you could have, now that they have multiple profiles, you could have two. You could have one where you rush ahead and get all the stuff done, or you can come back later and, you know, or do a second one where you actually do the hardcore, you know, mode where you don't ever reset and you only ever recover vehicles. And I tend to do that anyway, but I think part of the fun of this game is playing with new trucks and trying new stuff out. So I don't mind finding a truck, selling it, you know, and then later on maybe selling one that you're using and buying that truck to use that truck, you know, like the White Western Star is a perfect example, or the Pacific P16. I got the P16, unlocked, and then sold it. Never used it. Now, when I get to Alaska, there's going to be a couple missions where I do use it, so I'll buy it back. I'll probably sell a couple of these trucks to afford it, and then, you know, so you're constantly rotating inventory and taking trucks in and out of the store, and that's not very realistic, but it is fun. In real life, a truck is a commitment, you know. You buy it, you don't get to turn it back in for the same amount that you bought it for. Anyway, we're almost to the quarry. Whoa, easy. This is the fun part. Gotta watch coming down this. Sometimes I tip this truck over because it's such a steep angle. And this is what you delivered slab for. They're supposed to fix that. So, yeah. So this is a great truck, but I would highly suggest that you don't put the crane on it like I have. Oh boy. We're going to scoot right past this. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to come over here. I'm going to back down and around. Yeah. So, we'll get down. This will get us down there a lot quicker, but it's definitely a risk on the side angle. Put it in really low gear. Allow that motor to brake for us a little bit so that we're not slipping down the hill. Oh, Lord. Oh. This is not entirely safe. Okay. All right. There we go. And we did it. Look at me. So tomorrow's tax day, though by the time you see this, it'll probably be over. I'm sending them empty folders with my IRS farms because I don't I'm going to end up getting audited at some point. They're going to be like, where's this money? I'm going to be like, I don't know, man. But I'm broke. I'm trying desperately to survive here. Whee! Oh, jeez. All right, here we go. Mission accomplished. Okay, now, while we're here, this always bugged me. So, actually, you know what? Get some fuel. Get some fuel, fool. There we go. I'm going to change truck over to the Fleet Star. This one's also tipping over. Wow, that isn't I left that in a really bad spot. but she powers right up. Once again, the Fleet Star just is, you know, once it's upgraded, it is an excellent truck and good looking too. Let's see, where's the front of this? There it is. There we go. Yeah, I love the Fleet Star. Attach that trailer. And stop the engine. I don't think there's any other quarry missions, but there might be. So I'm going to leave the truck down here for now. Let's take a look here. The next thing that we need to do, we've got concrete slabs and consumables. The concrete slab comes from where? It comes from the warehouse. And that needs to go to, what is this? Consumables, okay. I'm thinking, what is, we got salt. I think what I'm going to do is I think I'm going to steal this flatbed trailer here and empty it. And then we're going to, what? See, I could have sworn I did this mission. Why is that still showing up? Oh, maybe I didn't. You know what? We got all these. What? I thought I was almost done. Oh, man. So we still got a bunch of missions to do. Dang it. Oh, well. It is what it is. I'm so excited to get to the next map, but it's okay. We'll get these all done. They won't be too hard, but like this one, I think that's where you pull a truck out. But anyway, so we're going to steal this trailer, back to the task at hand, and empty it. I'm going to stop here and grab our concrete slab. And I'm going to stop here and get the consumables and then head on up. And then we'll be all good to go. And then we can sell off some of these excess trailers. So let's go ahead and... Oh, jeez. Bonk. Yeah, kind of helps to see where we're going. So I have not tried this game yet with a steering wheel, and I don't really want to yet because I'm afraid it's going to, like, once I set it up, I'm going to have to always play with the steering wheel. And I think for YouTube, the camera angles work better when you have the joystick, so you can, like, pan around using the joystick. But I'll think about it. But this would be, I'll tell you what, it would be a challenge to try to play the whole game in the in-cab mode or mostly in in-cab mode. It wouldn't make great footage, though, but it would be a fun way to play it. Like, hey, I did the whole Snowrunner game in-cab. And honestly, back when we were playing MudRunner and Spin Tires, the in-the-cab graphics were not really good enough to support that. But now they've upped the graphics so much when you're both outside and inside the cab that you can get away with doing an in-the-cab view of the game. And so this game is very completable from the cab. And it kind of intrigues me to do a whole series like that. But once again, I don't think I would do that for YouTube because, like I said, it would not be very exciting for the viewers. But it still would be fun. So maybe once I'm done, I'll come back and play the game. These games are games that I play. I'll play it way beyond when the missions are done. I tend to be like, oh, geez. Oh, come on. With Spin Tires, I played Spin Tires, I think, for 600 hours, 500 hours. You can look at my Steam profile and see what it looks like. I think it was like, it's either 400 or 500 hours. In Spin Tires, I've got 300 to 400 hours in MudRunner. And so I do spend a lot of time, playing this series. And I love it. And I will continue to play it for the rest of my life. As long as they make them, and even when they don't. But I am a glutton for punishment with these games, so I'll play more hours than the game offers. Doing the same old missions over and over again because I'm a fool. Whoa. Somehow I missed that coming back up. there's the exit. Use all-wheel drive to pull ourselves up out of this muck. And I think the tipper's right back there. Yep. Oh, it's one of those. Ugh. Well, we're going to do a trade then. I'm going to trade this tipper in because we don't need it. And I'm going to replace it with the more better tipper. These tippers are rolly. Like they don't, there are these tippers. It has, they're just real, they drag the truck a lot. Like they're very bad. Very bad. And so I prefer the ones that have less wheels because those seem to roll better through the muck. So I'm going to sell this one off. And first thing we're going to do is pause this. And then we're going to, wait a minute, what's back here? I always check the houses when you see them because a lot of times they'll have hidden missions. Not hidden, but like they won't show up on the map until you get near them. So let's see what's going on here. But there's no mission here. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to snap over here, and we're going to attach the winch to this. What I'm going to do is this makes it easier to turn a bit. So we're going to attach the winch here, go to that point right there, and we're going to pull this around. And then I'm going to pull forward carefully. Well, this truck does not even move in low gear. Look at that. There, we need all-wheel drive for that. So what this does is this pulls it around without us jackknifing. And then we can attach the tongue to it once we get it 180 degrees from where it originally was. That's about good right there. The downside of doing it that way is if you're on a hill or whatever, you don't have brakes. The trailer's not braked, so then it'll roll. We can't do this with this truck. I got all ahead of myself. Oh, boy. Yeah, I was going to say not compatible. Well, shirt. Okay, so what we're going to do then is, I got another idea. Going to try to work with what we have in the field today. So we're going to pop this truck over to the service facility. I've got another trick up my sleeve, but I've got to think about how to do this. So this is going to go over here. We're going to do some shuffling here. Whoa. You'll love this. Maybe. You actually think this is probably the... Why, Arthur, that's the dumbest way to ever do anything I've ever seen. All right, this is going to be super inefficient. No, I don't want bricks. I don't want anything. Stop. How many concrete slabs? Oh, we need 2 of those. Oh. Boy, that changes everything, doesn't it? Let me think about this for a minute. I got it. Okay, so we're gonna here we go. All right. All right, we're gonna get into this truck. Nope, not that one. This one. And we're gonna quack. Okay. We got lots of shuffling to do right now. I suppose we could use this trailer, but the first thing we're going to do is get rid of this trailer. I'm going to use a regular semi-trailer for the mission itself. We're going to empty out all this extra stuff because these are things that are not going to go. I think we're pretty much done with materials for the missions. And to be honest with you, we have all the warehouses and stuff open, so we don't really need this stuff. So I'm going to run this down to the service hub. I will be back. You know what? I'm going to keep you guys with me. Why not? We'll have an extra long episode tonight. Some of you guys will love that. Some of you will hate me, but we're going to let it roll. Might as well just have fun together and make a longer episode. Or we could split this into two. I mean, this is a pretty complex mission. But I'm doing extra stuff right now that was not originally part of the mission. We're going to do some trailer management now because we're all close in here, and I figure now's a good time to do it. Gee, I thought going along here would help, but it really hasn't, has it? These trailers are terrible. I'm telling you. Oh. I guess I forgot yeah. I forgot to get rid of that. I forgot to repack the cargo. Oopsie. All right, we'll get rid of that cargo. Because that's realistic. Be cool if you could actually sell the cargo. Make it like a... Here's some money. Wow, it is so dark. This truck just does not light it up the road very well. Look at that. It's like nothing's on. Here's the jump that always gets me. Oh. Let's do the trailer shuffle. That was a nice turn. You might say to yourself, Arthur, what are you doing? But I'll say to you, just watch. Just watch. I think you guys get the gist of what I'm going to do. I'm going to clean these trailers up and then get that flatbed trailer. That way we've eliminated some of the trailers from the map. Hello, everybody. I'm here to drop a trailer off. Let's sell this. There we go. And we're going to grab this one. It's a pretty heavy mission. I forgot that the concrete slabs were two sizes large. Wait a minute. Okay, that's the next. There's the. I'm looking for that trailer that we had, but I think the roads. Yeah, here it is. All right. Oh, ooh! I can't believe I didn't break something. Wow, that was a hard hit. And this thing pulls right out. But we're not going to, like I said, I think we've used all of the lumber already. I've tried to use all the materials that were on the map without getting extra materials, and I really think we've done a good job of cleaning up, but I don't know. All right. Oh, what am I doing? I just, yeah, here you go. Here's some wood. Oh, wait, you didn't want that. Oh, I'm sorry. I'll take it back. Oh, Lordy. Oh, watch the fence. Oops. That's good driving right there. Yep. I was focused and detail-oriented. Go over the squishy part. And just back. We were just here, weren't we? Hello. Would you like another trailer? I brought you a present. Look what I found in the woods. It's even got some wood on it. You could use it for that when you put a new building up. Watch this. Boop. Yes, I wish to proceed. All right, so there's that. All right, I'm going to run back up and grab that flatbed up by the farm. I'll be back. And so we've arrived back at the farm at nighttime. So we're going to go to sleep for the night. And the farmer's going to be really glad because we're going to be getting that last trailer out of his farm. And we'll be picking up the P12 here soon, too. So we're going to go to bed for the night. I'll be back. Good morning, everybody. All right, so we're here to grab this trailer. Whoops, wrong gear. I did do 1 point of damage to my shock on the way over, but no big deal. So we're going to work our way back here and pick up this trailer. So we cleaned off some tippers and our trailers, and we also have this going on, which is good. How things should be. And let's go ahead and move this out. But while we're here, you know what? While we're going to do one thing for the farmer's happiness, we're going to take this guy and move him out of the way. He's parked on the delivery dock. Let him pull through this muck with all-wheel drive. Gonna do a little repair to our Navistar and maybe refuel it too if it needs it. I don't think it's gonna need much fuel, but yeah, it needs 40 gallons. Not bad. And then we're going to repair just that one little tiny piece of damage. Oh, wait. There we go. And she's all set. And we're going to pull this guy up and park him a little bit more out of the way so the farmer can get his daily work done. I could be in trouble. We're going to cross this field later just for fun. Actually, we'll do it now. I want to put this truck out on the main road. Let's see how we do. These fields are notoriously bad. I might get stuck. It's already looking bad. Wow, this was a bad idea. And that's with the good off-road tires. Like, these are the best tires that you can get for this truck aside from, you know what, though? They're off-road versus mud. But from what I understand, the mud tires aren't much better than the dual off-roads. The OHD 2s, I think, are about the same rating as our best mud tire. So even though they say they're better and worse in the thing, if you actually look at the chart of ratings, these are pretty... we did okay. They're okay. Like, they're not bad. Wow, we really tore that field up. What a muck. But it was fun. It was worth it. Right there is good. There we go. And let's go to the Navistar. Okay, so I'm going to run this down to the dam, the dang dam. I'll see you guys there in just a moment. All right, so we're arriving at the facility. I do need to empty these off, so we're going to get rid of these off the cargo. No, wrong button. There we go. And we're going to put 2 concrete slabs in the back of this truck. Try to put them in a way that I can do it in one pass without having to swing the truck twice, but stop engine. And we're going to do cargo management. We do want concrete slab, and we're not going to do auto load. And we're going to change the trucks. We're going to extend that anchor. And go into crane mode. And we're going to swing this out around. Is it above? I need to tell if it's above. Dang it. It's going to be above, but it's going to hit the crane. Mathematics are working against us here. Trying not to hit the front of the truck. We're doing good so far. There we go. Wow, that was really close. And unfortunately, it's like a bit of an extension to get it over here. These must not be as heavy as the metal beams, though, because I'm more extended than I would be with the beam. Ah, quit rocking. And that's why they have ropes tied to it with guys on the ground, so that doesn't happen. There we go. Finally stopped. All right. All right. Cargo management. Nope. I don't want... Nope. There we go. Oh! Skunked! All right. And then we're going to put this one here. I'm gonna raise. This one's going to go over the back of the truck. So it shouldn't be as much of an issue. Oh, I thought that was below it, but we caught the caught our spool. Should stop rocking soon. There we go. We're about to extend a little bit and move this way. All right. Extend it a little bit more. And we're going to restore. Stop the engine. Now, we're going to use this truck again in a minute, but we're going to go ahead to our Navistar, and we're going to pack the cargo. So this is going up to the service station, which is right by our garage. Wow, it's heavy. The weather is crap. Turn radius on this truck, forget about it. Now, I know that this truck actually has a better, in real life, slightly better turn radius, but I don't know how much better. Maybe that's all it really does turn. Because it's terrible. Terabad. Okay, let's get out of here. Check in the back of the truck, make sure I cleared stuff. I'm not doing very good with the turns today. Let's see how we do making it across the dam. Pull, trucky, pull. All right, so here is the Elizabeth Dam, and we're going across. Love those rapids. It's so cool. All right, I'll slow down here, and I didn't really need brakes, did I? Almost stopped all the way. And this should be a smooth sail because we're just going to the service hub, which means we're going to not have any really much off-roading going on. I think it's pretty much a paved road the whole way, so we shouldn't have any issues. Oh, come on. All right, so I will catch you guys. You've seen this trip before. I'll catch you when I get closer, or if anything cool happens. Now, here's an odd situation. My truck's... Okay, there it goes. It's stalled out, and I couldn't get it to go again. I tried all the different gears, and it wouldn't pull. Never had that happen before. Like, it wasn't slipping. It just didn't have the power to pull it. These slabs are heavy, but this truck should have plenty of power. This is a monster truck, so this should have plenty of power to pull it. But that was the first time I've ever seen that before. Now, putting it into high gear will keep it from shifting down. So the reason why you do that is because when you go up a hill, you know, you lose momentum when it shifts. Just like in real life, when you're going up a hill, the general rule is unless you absolutely have to, you don't shift down. You try to, keep the car or truck rolling and not shift. If you do, you will lose a lot of momentum. So I'm putting it in high gear so we can keep our forward motion, but yet not stall out and do a gear change. But if our speed gets low enough, I'll have to put it back into auto or low. But we made it. No problems. And then once we do this, we can sell this trailer. So we've cleared a lot of trailers off today, 3 to be precise, and move towards, getting this map done. We do have a couple side missions that we'll need to do. And I'll be looking for a rugged truck to do that. So I think the BM12, we used it for 3 episodes now, so I'm going to switch trucks up. Maybe we'll go back to the Paystar or something like that just to try different stuff out. We'll see. I'll find a good candidate. A lot of the missions that are coming up are going to be ones where we need a tipper and a trailer, and there'll be like 4 things lost in the river. So we're going to have some of those missions coming up here. All right, so these guys have gotten their concrete slab, so this portion of the mission is finished. What is this over here? Did we miss something? Oh, it's a timed mission. We'll deal with those. Once again, I'm going to do those all once I have all the trucks unlocked. We'll go for the best time on that one. Ah! Come on, steer. Once again, it's because we're going fast with the mud tires on and we're on pavement. So it's like icicles. These tires do not hug the road. But oh well. So we're going to sell this trailer off, and then there was the twin steer I was talking about. It's almost ready for use. And we're going to go ahead and put this truck in the garage. There we go. I'll be right back. All right. I did bounce the truck and hit the motor housing, which that's one of the issues that I have with this truck is that it's a little bit fragile, and you do tend to bounce it into stuff, kind of like the White Western Star a little bit, like where it'll actually bounce itself into damage, and so it's a little annoying, but it's also my fault for driving too fast off-road. All right, let's get in here and set our anchor. Oh, wait, we need to do the cargo first because I wish it would default to that. Activate the anchor. Crane management. Oh, my God. The truck's already going to tip over before I even get the stuff in it. No, down. There we go. No! Oh! No. 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 Yes. No. Maybe. Ugh. Let's just dump the truck over. How's that look? All right. Got to raise that. Put this down. Okay, there we go. Ah, much better. Okay. Twist this. All right. Yeah. Oh, forget it. I'm getting impatient. Hey, let me get this other one loaded. I'll be right back. All right, we're loaded for bear. We're going to the preacher's house, which is, I think, over by the gas station, right? Yeah, okay. My mom was always telling me how the movie The Preacher's Wife was a really cute movie and blah, 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 blah. And I went and watched it this year. I'm not a huge fan of, like, I mean, I do like old movies, though, but, like, you know, It's a Wonderful Life, stuff like that. So I watched it, and really what it was about was an angel who almost had an affair with the preacher's wife. I'm like, this is not a wholesome Christian or Christmas movie. Like, it's like... Now, in the end, the angel does do his job, and the whole point was to get the husband and wife to love each other again, but there was, like, this, I don't know, like, this underlying tone of, like, well, if you wouldn't do such a bad job, I wouldn't even have to be here, and I could do a better job than you. In fact, I just might. I'm like, wait a minute. This is not a wholesome Christian, or, God, I keep saying that, wholesome Christmas story, which is, I mean, Christian Christmas, whatever, it's what it's about, but I just thought it was funny. You know, like, oh, sure, the Bells of St. Mary, or, you know, It's a Wonderful Life definitely has, like, those themes to it, but, this was kind of like the opposite. Like, he was an angel, like, contemplating having an affair with the preacher's wife. I'm like, I don't think that makes good Christmas content. Whatever. But it is, it was a good movie anyway. But I don't know what made me think about that. Maybe talking about old movies. I don't know. Or thinking about old movies. I don't know. Or I'm just crazy. I'm just making stuff up as I go. All right. We're gonna go over the top. I don't feel like dealing with all the mud through that back section. Sometimes the fastest route is not necessarily the quickest route, like the shortest route. As your GPS from Google will tell you, it's, you know, you go around that section of road. You don't go through that section of road because it'll take you twice as long. Ooh, shock damage. And we are almost finished. Man, that was a We're almost to an hour episode. So there you go, guys. I think we're going to, by the time I get done and turned around, it's going to be just about an hour. So we gave you a nice long episode tonight. Hopefully you enjoyed it and had fun. I definitely did. I just love this game. It really is a lot of fun. And like I said, I'm going to be hopefully completing this series on YouTube. I have a tendency to not finish stuff. Like Farm Sim, I'm notorious for starting farms and then moving on to another farm. But I'm trying to stop doing that. Uh-oh. I missed the turn off. It's right here, but... Ooh, I forgot to turn the all-wheel drive off, too. So I'm not going to be using this truck because it's so tipsy. I think for the next set of missions that we have to do where we're climbing down really steep hills, this truck is not going to be... I mean, it can do it, but I don't know that it's going to be well-suited to that kind of thing. So we might look at... I'm going to try to figure out what truck will work well. The Western Star will work. The Paystar should work. I don't know. I'll look through my trucks and kind of see what I've got available. Gonna get damaged. Gonna get damaged. Whoa! Whoa! Wow, I can't believe that didn't get damaged doing that. I got rolling a little fast there. Whee! Such a weird looking truck. That's not the preacher's house. This is the preacher's house. That's a big reward, but that was a big mission, too. It took us 2 days to finish that. So I'm going to go ahead and grab this mission while I'm here, and then we're going to call it a night. So, ladies and gentlemen, hopefully you have enjoyed this episode of... Oh, yeah, we got Stuck Truck. Oh, that one's an easy one, too. Hopefully you enjoyed this episode of Snowrunner, and I will see you guys next time. That was a lot of fun. I definitely had a good time playing tonight, and hopefully you guys had a good time watching. See you next time. Bye.